Okay, hello everybody. Thank you for coming to the class. And today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic. And I guess this is the topic most of you have great interest in. That's learning English from movies and TV series. I know many of you like to watch movies very much and also TV series. And you also know that movies and TV series are very nice resources to learn English. But do you know the how to? You need to know how to use movies and TV series. Otherwise, you're just watching movies for entertainment. You're not watching movies in order to learn English. Okay? For example, sometimes my students might tell me that, we went to a movie over the weekend. And I ask them, what is the name of the movie? And they would tell me the Chinese title of the movie. And then I'll ask them further, what is the English title of the movie? And then they will say, okay. I say, I don't know. Well, I say, you watch an English movie, right? English-speaking movie, then you have to at least know the English title. And if when you watch the movie, you open up your ears, you can certainly hear a lot of English and understand a lot of English. Understand more than you imagine. Understand more than you thought you know. Okay, mostly students will think that, if I only listen to the English part, I wouldn't be able to understand the movie. No, actually, if you try it, you're going to find that you understand a lot already. Okay, so now today we're going to share this part. Learning English from movies and TV series. Okay, let's first of all look at some resources that you can use if you want to learn learn English from movies and TV series. The first website is this one, ESL Notes. I think this is a great website. It's called the English Learner Movie Guide. Let me show you this one, ESL Notes. This website is created by an American ESL teacher. He himself is a movie lover, okay, Raymond Wechsler. And he also found that many of his international students in California also love to use movies to learn English, but they had great difficulties sometimes. Why? Because sometimes his international students could understand every word in the line in the movie, but it's just that when all the words put together, they couldn't understand. And then he realized that it was because usually movie lines have a lot to do with culture thing, okay? And suppose we don't have the background knowledge about that particular culture thing, then we wouldn't be able to understand what's happening there, okay? So this teacher, very nice teacher, he himself completed the movie guides for more than 100 movies, and he put them here, and it's free. So it's really wonderful. Please make use of it, okay? And so where can you find the movies? He has made the guides. Here, this one is the movie menu. You can see the movie menu here, okay? And then you just click the movie menu, and you'll see all the movies. He has made the guides in alphabetical order. They are in alphabetical order, okay? And you can see a lot of movies there. Some movies might, probably you don't feel they are very, very familiar to you, okay? But they are really classics. Most of the movies are classics, okay? For example, like this one, Breakfast at Tiffany's. I don't know if you know this movie. The Chinese name for it is 地板内早餐, starring the beautiful and elegant Audrey Hepburn. Okay, this movie was made a long time ago, but it's a classic. It's a classic movie, 地板内早餐. In the movie, there's the very famous song, Moon River. Moon River, wider than a mile. Audrey Hepburn sang the song herself. Okay, so this is a wonderful movie. And also, there are many other movies there. For example, you know this movie? The Incredibles. Yeah, The Incredibles. 翻成是什么？超能特工队 right? Okay, 超能特工队。 about a family of superheroes, right? Okay. So what can you use? What kind of thing can you use here? You can see there are many different kinds of files. Suppose we click this Word file, The Incredibles. Okay, and then you get to see, yeah, this is the cultural notes made by this great teacher, Raymond Wechsler. Okay, you can see on the notes, first of all, you see the major characters. For example, in this movie, The Incredibles, there's Mr. Incredible and his wife, Elastigirl, and their friend, and so on. Okay, so he'll explain the major characters. And then if you move on, you get to see the plot summary. Okay, a lot of time you are asked to summarize something you have read, right? Okay, so if you read plot summaries here on this website, you also get to see how to write summary. So it says here, this movie is a cartoon about superheroes with extraordinary powers, but it still feels like a film about everyday people. Okay, yeah, so you get to see and you get to read more. Okay, so you see, from this website, you not only improve your listening and speaking, you can also improve your reading, because you read a lot about this movie. You read the background knowledge about this movie. Okay, and then the best part is here, some words and expressions that you may not know. Okay, this is the best part, because this teacher, Raymond, found that a lot of his students couldn't understand some parts in the movie because of the cultural thing. And that's why he made this cultural notes for the students. What he did was to write down some lines from the movie and then explain some parts, some chunks, meaningful chunks. Remember? Last time we talked about chunks, right? Okay. And so chunks, he explained some chunks that he felt that students might have difficulty with. Okay, for example, this one. Every superhero has a secret identity. So what is secret identity? And then he'll explain here. Another name, personality, and life that is kept separate from one's true identity. Okay, 他真正的身份啊，通常 superhero 都有一个另外的身份，一个 secret identity. For example, 他这边就给了一个很好的例子啊 ，like Superman. Superman is a very well-known superhero, right? Okay, Superman, he's Superman, but his secret identity was Clark Kent, a reporter. Okay, 他是一个在那个报社的记者嘛 ，that's his secret identity. Okay, then after you read through this, you understand it better. Okay, so I would strongly suggest that you can use this cultural notes and then you can watch the movie. And when you watch the movie, don't forget you can use different subtitles. I'll tell you how to do that later. Okay, so this is about this website, ESL Notes. Really great website, ESL Notes. Please make use of it. Okay, it's a very interesting website. Okay, and let me show you the next one. Our next website I want to introduce to you is this, Drew's Scriptorama. Okay, you see Scriptorama, then you know there must be a lot of TV scripts or movie scripts there. Okay, you come in here and then you click this fancy car and you get to see this very special room. And then you see the categories here. For example, you want to find some TV scripts or movie scripts. Okay, then you can click TV scripts or movie scripts. Suppose it's TV scripts. 所以它很多 TV series 就是影集的 scripts 它也有哈。And then you can see it's also in alphabetical order. Then you can think of the ones that you like. Maybe it's Ally McBeal. Okay, and then you can click Ally McBeal and then you get to see the script. Okay, so this one, Drew's Scriptorama, is also a very nice website. Suppose you want to use movies or TV series to learn English. Okay, so these two websites, ESL Notes and Drew's Scriptorama, and there are some more. Let me show you. This one is good. 中央大学英语学习资料库. This 资料库 is created by 英文系林文琪老师。OK， 这个资料库非常棒哦，里面东西非常非常多哦，不是只有电影的哈。 而且呢，我有听那个政大的老师在讲，他们学校的学生用这个网页也用的非常非常多哈，所以我们中大的同学更要好好珍惜，要充分运用了哈。Okay, so here you see there's a part called movie here, right? Okay, so you can click movie. Then you get to see a lot of wonderful websites about movie learning. So you can see like Drew's Scriptorama is also here, right? And also the one I just showed you, American Rhetoric, 电影中的演讲, right? And also English Learner Movie Guides, 这个就是刚介绍的那个 ESL notes. And one more is here, one more. If you are a movie lover, you must know this website. 一定要认识这个 website. 你看这几个置顶的啊，你就知道他们是真的很方便啊。This is called IMDb, Internet Movie Database, IMDb. Wow, this is a super website, okay? Whatever movie you want to know, you can find some information here. IMDb. All you need to do is to key in the name of the movie. Suppose you want to check, like, we just talked about The Incredibles, right? So suppose we key in Incredibles. You see, I only key in Incred, and it's already there, Incredibles, right? Okay. Then you click The Incredibles. Then you see a lot of information about this movie. And you can see that this movie 它得到8分哦，10分里面拿8分，这是很高的评价哈。And so many people, so many users have voted for this movie. Then you know this is a very great movie. And you can also see some reviews here. Reviews means that after people watch the movie, what do they feel about the movie? 在台湾不是老师很喜欢叫同学写读后心得吗？啊，那你就可以看看他们这个native speakers 他们怎么样写他们的观后感、读后心得啊。那这边有2类的哈 ，one is called user comments, the other one is critics. Okay, critic reviews. Critic reviews means these reviews are written by critics. Okay, movie critics 就真正是影评家他们写的。好，所以这个看起来就一般比较专业、比较 professional. And user comments means that just like you and me, after we watch the movie, we want to say something about the movie. So they're going to write here. You can see there are more than 700. And this person, give this movie 10 stars, 给了他10颗星，你就知道他觉得他很棒啊。Wonderful, beautiful to watch, all in all, incredible. Okay? So this guy says, wow, what a movie. I can honestly say this is in my top 10 movies of all time. Okay? Top 10 movies means that the 10 movies that you like the most, 你觉得最棒的10部电影。所以他觉得这个人觉得他真的很棒哈。那你可以看看人家怎么写，用什么角度来写。So you see, these websites not only help you to learn English from movies, learn some chunks from movies, and later I'll share with you how to practice speaking and listening using movies. You can also practice reading. Okay, reading. Certainly you can practice reading. Okay. And you can practice writing also. You can also post your writing here, right? Okay. So here. And then you can watch trailer. Trailer 就是那个预告片那种哈。Trailer is usually the most exciting parts of the movie put together. And besides that, you get to see the cast and also the storyline, okay, tell you the storyline. 那它这边也有 summary, 所以你可以比较看看 ESL notes 那边有看到 summary. 而这边IMDb, how do they write the plot summary, right? And then there's the plot synopsis and some details and box office. And do you know, this is a very interesting part, some trivial thing. Okay, some small thing about the movie and might be very interesting and probably you didn't know that. Okay, so you can read these kind of things and goofs, okay, and quotes, some nice quotes from the movie. Okay, and so some other things there. Okay, so this website, IMDb, movie lovers must see. You must come and check this website out. Okay, this is a great website that you'll get a lot of information. Okay, yeah. So this is from this website. Okay, I just show you. You can find IMDb here, and many other websites about movies here. Okay, IMDb is here, and many others here. Okay, so you might want to check them out. And besides this website, 除了这个中大我们有2个很棒的英语练习学习的，一个就是在这边英语学习资料库，另外一个呢就是语言中心做的看电影学英文的网站This is also very nice. 中央大学看电影 NCU 看电影学英文This is provided by Language Center. When you come to this website, first of all, you'll see something moving here. These are some tips for you if you want to learn English from movies. Okay, some tips. So there's tip number 1, tip number 2, how to use subtitles and things like that. And suppose you go to 自学中心，如果你去自学中心这些 tips 我们都有把它列印出来，而且做成一个小的册子，你可以跟那个导览借。你在那边看电影学英文的时候，你就可以用这些方法。Then you know how to make the best out of the movies you're watching. Because sometimes you just watch the movie, but you are not learning very much from the movie. If you use the tips, you'll be able to learn a lot from the movie. This website is based on the website I just introduced. 我们是采用 Mr. Raymond Wechsler 他的这个 ESL Notes 的网站。然后呢，其中我们有一些呢，已经把它做成中英对照，中英对照。I just show you the website of the Incredibles on ESL Notes, and you can see that mainly it's using English to explain some English terms, English chunks. Okay, but 我们老师觉得说，可能有一些对比较初级的同学会比较困难。So we wrote to Mr. Raymond Wechsler a long time ago and asked him if we could translate some of his cultural notes into Chinese, and then we'll put Chinese and English together. And he said yes, he was very generous. Okay, so that's why you could come here and check this out. Okay, let me show you. 所以这边有一系列是有中英对照了那这边还有一些呢是只有英文的Let me show you this. 所以这边我们并没有把这个 ESL Notes 上100多部电影都放上来，我们放的是我们自学中心，就是视听资料室、视听图书馆 AV Library 有的电影就已经非常多了So you can see that a lot of great movies are here. So suppose it's this one, Groundhog Day. 今天暂时停止This is also a great movie. 那你来到这里，你会看到什么呢？首先，你看到这个绿色的地方只要你 click， 我们已经帮你做好连结，会直接连到 IMDb. Okay, IMDb, and you get to know. Oh, so this is also a wonderful movie, right? Its rating is 8.1. 它也得到8.1的 rating， 很高Yeah. So great movie, and so many users wrote the reviews for this movie. Okay, and so that's the first thing you can go. First place you can go, and the next place you can go is over here. 中英文的注释，中英文的注释就是用 ESL Notes. Okay, ESL Notes, we use ESL Notes, but it's both in Chinese and English. Okay, and then you get to understand. If you are an intermediate level student or lower intermediate level student, you might need some help with the Chinese definition. Okay, so this one is quite interesting. Besides that, we also prepared a script for you. 只要网络上能够找到它的剧本的能够找到的，我们甚至连剧本都帮你准备好了所以每一句话，这个电影里的每一句话，通通都有。那有的同学可能不习惯看的电脑荧幕来看剧本，在自学中心，我们已经把这些剧本也都列印出来，有一本一本的。你可以直接，如果你看这个电影的话，你可以把那个列印好的一本一本拿过来就帮助你自己看那个电影。Besides that, some people might want to write something about it. Okay, so someone has already written something. One of my top 10s, great movie. Okay, and we hope that you also write something here. And one more thing is that you can do a practice here. Here's a practice. 他说我还不能登录 我还不能做练习，为什么？因为我还没有登入这个系统。这个系统是可以登入的哈，记不记得在首页这个地方 ？OK， 你可以有账号密码啊。如果你第一次来，你可以注册，然后你就可以进来这边。通常在每一个寒假、暑假，我们还会有每一个暑假我们会有暑假看电影学英文的活动。也就是说，你看过这个电影，然后也学过这些，也去了像 Yes or No's 看了那些重要生字片语以后，你可以参加这个活动，然后呢，也是可以累积错章，非常好玩。So when you are at home during the summer vacation, you can also use movies to learn English. OK? So 我刚秀给你看的是中英对照的，那另外这边还有一些就是目前只有英文注释的这一些电影。OK, so these are the great movies. And suppose you want to use movies. 你看有很多页不要以为只有这一页这边还有好多页OK, so suppose you want to use movies to learn English. I highly recommend the movies on this website. NCU 看电影学英文。为什么？ Because they're ready. There are a lot of cultural notes and a script and a lot of great stuff there for you already. You don't have to check out. You don't have to find out some chunks you don't know by yourself. Okay, so these might be some resources you might want to consider if you want to begin to use movies to learn English. Okay, so this website is also very nice. 看电影学英文。And so now you've already known some websites where you can find great stuff, great materials for you to practice English, and from movies. Next, I want to share with you the how-to. Now you know they're great stuff, but how do you use them? Okay. The method has a very interesting name. It's called Three's a Charm. Three's a Charm. Three's a Charm means that there are three stages when you do this kind of movie learning or TV series learning. First stage, you want to watch the whole movie with Chinese subtitles. If this is the first time you watch the movie, okay, and suppose your level is intermediate level, okay, or higher intermediate, or maybe the topic of the movie is more difficult, okay. Suppose the topic of the movie is something that you have background knowledge of. You might want to watch it with English subtitles in the first stage. But as far as I know, for most students, you probably need to go through the first stage. That is, you watch the movie with Chinese subtitles first to understand what's going on. 所以第一个阶段你先看那个电影。And then the second stage is the most important stage, because most people just stop in the first stage. Okay, they watch it with Chinese subtitles, and that's it. Okay, and they said, "Oh, I've watched a wonderful movie," but they just watch it for entertainment, right? Okay, they didn't go into the learning stage. Okay, so second stage is important. We can also call it deep learning stage. Deep learning, because in this stage you need to do some deep learning here, so that you can learn some things, learn some new English from this movie. Okay, first of all, you pick a 3-minute segment. You've watched the whole movie, right? So you know which parts are most interesting and which parts might be very useful in the future. Okay, what does that mean? Sometimes you watch a whole movie and there might be some parts that you think you'll never use it in your daily life. Maybe that part is talking about something has nothing to do with your field of study or has nothing to do with your life. Then you probably don't want to pick that part. You probably want to pick the part that you are going to use it. You are going to use it in your daily life. Okay, 所以你可以自己决定，你看了电影以后，一定有某些片段你印象特别深刻，或是你觉得那些片段的语汇是比较实用的譬如说它刚好是一个 meeting 的场景，或是一个 telephone conversation 的场景，或是 you want to apologize， 或是 you want to set up an appointment 某种场景或者是 it's especially funny or you like the chunks very much， 一定有某些原因你觉得那些片段是让你印象特别深刻，你想学的，你就选择这样的片段。And don't make it too long, 3 minutes at most. Amazingly, in 3 minutes, there's already a lot of vocabulary, a lot of stuff there. Okay, a lot of usage there. 3分钟就有非常多的东西了啊。Okay, so you might want to pick a segment or several segments. Okay, if you really like the movie very much, then you can slow down and learn English from that movie for 1 month. 所以一般其实看电影学英文，我们的建议是1月1片。一部电影就学1整个月。假设你真的很喜欢那部电影，然后里面的东西你也觉得都很值得学的话，那1月1片啊。像有的同学会安排说，我1个礼拜学1部电影，那除非你只从里面学一两个3分钟的片段 ，then that's possible. Otherwise, it's impossible, because you watch the movie, it takes about 2 hours already, right? Okay. So if you only watch the movie, then you only stay in the first stage, and that's not deep learning yet. Okay. So second stage, you pick some segments that you feel you're very much interested in. Okay? And then what do you do next? Now you pick the segment and then you watch it again with English subtitles. English subtitles. 所以要善用那个字幕，善用字幕啊。You can always change the subtitles. So the second time you watch it with English subtitles. Why do you watch it with English subtitles? You want to make sure what they're talking about, right? Okay? And you watch this segment over and over again. You watch it as many times as necessary. It's not that you just watch it for 1 time, no. Maybe in this 3-minute segment, you just try it, you're going to find that in 3 minutes, so much, so many things you can learn, okay, so much information already. Okay, so you want to watch it over and over until you can. Also, you need to pause to check its meaning. Okay, maybe in this 3-minute segment, there are some chunks and you don't know its meaning. Then you need to pause and check its meaning using some nice dictionaries like Longman Dictionary or some very nice English dictionaries. Okay, and also I said pause to imitate. How come you need to watch it over and over? Watch it as many times as necessary, because you want to learn the chunks, and also you want to imitate many things, including pronunciation. How do they pronounce those words? Intonation. Okay, how do they speak it? What kind of intonation? Okay, also body language. What kind of facial expression goes with this sentence? What kind of body language? Okay, or the tone. Okay, so many things you need to imitate. If you imitate and then you check the meaning, you learn the chunks and you imitate, then in the future when you bump into the same situation, then the words comes out right away because you remember the situation very well. Okay, so very important, you need to imitate. Okay, don't just always speak in your own way. If the way he said it is that, I'm too tired to do anything about it, then you can't say, I'm too tired to do anything about it. Then it's not right, okay? I'm too tired to do anything about it. You probably have to frown and you probably have to do this, okay? So that's the body language, that's the facial expression, that intonation goes with this sentence. Then you imitate the whole thing. It will tremendously help your listening and speaking because you practice speaking it, you imitate it. When you listen to it, you understand it right away, okay? So you need to imitate these things, a lot of things, intonation, pronunciation, body language. Okay, so this is the second stage. Second stage, deep learning stage. You need to spend most of your time here. You need to pick the segments and do deep learning. Watch it over and over and pause, check the meaning, and also pause to imitate everything, intonation, pronunciation, body language. That's the second stage. And what about the third stage? Okay, let's look at the third stage. Third stage, we can also call it the activity stage. So in the second stage, you learn it on your own. You learn it deeply, learn it and remember it, remember the chunks deeply. And then in the third stage, you need to do more activities so that you remember it better, you retain the information better. In the third stage, you watch it again. So that's why it's called three's a charm. You watch the same thing 3 times, but the first time you watch the whole movie, second time and third time you just watch the segments. Okay? So the third time you watch the segment again, and this time with no subtitles. No subtitles, then you can practice listening comprehension. Okay? No subtitles, you listen, and you can see if you can understand totally. And then you can do different activities. For example, you can watch it with sound off. Turn off the sound, 把声音关掉 and keep the subtitles on. 这个字幕还是留着，但声音关掉。要做什么呢？ And dub for it. 你帮他配音 ，OK？ 你帮他配音哈，所以你就变成是你刚刚已經都模仿過了嘛，你都知道了哈。所以這時候呢 ，you turn off the sound, but keep the subtitles on, and you dub for it for this segment. It's very interesting, and see if you can talk. In this way, you can practice the rate of speaking. 你的速度，讲话速度是不是可以跟得上？还是他已經換畫面，你那句還沒念完 ？Okay? So in this way, you practice speaking in the normal speed for native speaker. Okay? Also, something else, some other activity is that you can watch it with sound off and subtitles off, and practice in other word skill. OK， 这次呢，你把声音关掉，字幕也拿掉，然后呢，你就只看到他们的 body language，right？ 你只看到他们在那里动。那因为你已经知道what they were talking about, and at this stage you can practice in other word skill. Remember in other word skill, right? OK, that means you don't have to say exactly the same as whatever they say. You use your own words. Of course, you can use some chunks that you have just learned. In the second stage, deep learning stage, you use the chunks. So in this way, you review the chunks you've just learned in the second stage. And you can also practice summarizing, okay, using in other words skill to talk about what they were just talking about. Okay, so that's it. So the last stage, don't forget, there are many things you can do. But you can see in the activity stage, the activity I mentioned are mainly things that you do by yourself, right? If you're very lucky and you have some good friends, and then you can ask your friends to watch the same movie together, and then you decide which segment you want to practice together. Then you can do role play. Role play is even more interesting because in this way you're not just working on your own. You're practicing with your friends, and you can assign roles. Okay, you're going to be this person, you're going to be that person. Okay, then you can do role play together. And once you do role play together, you have a lot of fun, and you remember the chunks and the body language and the pronunciation, intonation even better. Okay, so this one. Movies and TV series is really a very nice way to practice your English, listening, speaking, reading, and even writing. Okay, I hope you'll give it a try. And here at NCU, we have a lot of great movies here. We have wonderful things here for you. Called 就图视听资料中心，也就是视听图书馆 TV series list. Okay, so you probably have watched Friends before. 你都看过 Friends 6人行嘛哈 But do you know that we have much more than that? We don't just have Friends or Ally McBeal or Chuck or something like that. We have plenty of them, a lot of them, so many TV series, many of them, okay? And you can all check them out. 中大这边通通都是可以借出去的嘛哈所以呢don't forget to make use of it. 通常我们每一个学期会有一个主题啦，会有一个自学的就是 TV series 影集的自学主题，好像这学期就是Ally McBeal。那如果是自学主题的影集，就会放在自学中心里面。那它的好处是什么呢？因为它放在自学中心里面就不能 check out， 不能外借。所以假设你去，你很想看，你顶多等个20-30分钟，那同学看完你就可以看了。但如果是没有把它做成主题，都是放在那个书库里面的话，这个同学一借出去可能就是5天，那你就得要等很久哈。That's why we have this special activity for TV series every semester, and then we'll put some special TV series in the self-paced learning center. Okay, so next time you go to Self-Paced Learning Center or you check out a movie or a TV series, don't forget to try Three's the Charm. Three's the Charm. Okay, and don't forget to check out those wonderful websites where you can find information about how to use movies to learn English. Again, don't just think about it. Don't just talk about it. Please do it. Please do it. Okay? Just do it. Just like Nike, right? Okay, just do it. Okay. I hope you enjoyed today's class, and please start to think about what you want to do with movie learnings. One more thing I want to introduce to you is this. Let's look at. 我先做预告哈，就是因为我们很知道同学都很喜欢看电影学英文，所以我们每个学期都会有一个看电影学英文的活动哈，会有一个看电影学英文的活动。这学期的呢，刘爱萍老师还在规划当中哈。那这学期的还在规划当中。那上学期的呢，我可以先给各位看一下哈。你看，这个就是上学期的看电影学英文的活动啊。上学期是安排在礼拜4，这学期我听说是因为会安排在礼拜1，也就是它会在每个学期会有不一样的时间啊。同学要密切注意语言中心这个资源导览的网页啊哈。A lot of great stuff is going on, great activities. You see， 我们上次呢安排了8场都很精彩哦，都是非常棒的电影。像第一部就是《The Incredibles》，然后是 English Cafe 的负责老师秦玉泉老师进行的。然后你看到每一个这个 Eat, Pray, Love 就是我刚刚讲的 Elizabeth Gilbert 她的小说同名小说改编的 ，Julia Roberts 是主演这一出戏嘛哈。那这边很多都非常棒的电影。然后语言中心主任单主任，然后他也有介绍一部电影，所以你看，非常有趣。进行呢是2个钟头，前面会先有半个钟头，也就是老师跟你们分享怎么样看电影学英文。After that, we're going to watch the movies together. Okay? And 你参加就可以得到2个戳章，多么好！然后参加之后呢，你还可以到那个看电影学英文的专属网站去发表心得，就像我刚刚给你看的那个网页。发表心得之后才抽奖，那可能会有礼物哈。So really wonderful, right? A lot of wonderful things are going on. So please pay attention to this activity. It's coming up very soon. I'll tell you when the activity has begun. But also please pay attention to that. Pay attention to all the activities going on. You can easily find information here on this website. Okay, this website. 资源导览网页最新消息。One more way to get to know what's happening is this calendar. You can check this calendar. 活动行事历哈。You check the calendar, then you'll see this is today, March 21st, and then you'll see Culture Express. It's going on. Culture Express. What is Culture Express? Culture Express 是英文小说导读会。每个学期阅读方会办2场的这种就是鼓励同学来做阅读的活动哈。那这学期办的是 Culture Express. How come it's called Culture Express? Because every book represents a kind of culture, and it's it's like an express train. You know, express bus or express train, right? Okay, so it takes you. If you get on this train, then you get to know 5 great books. Every day there's a teacher introducing a great book to you. And today is Wednesday. 谢明慧老师 is going to introduce a great book to you. Okay? So don't forget to join this activity also. 也许在你看到这个广告的时候，你在看到这个课程的时候，这个活动已经结束了，那也没关系哈。Because very soon I'm going to share with you how to read. Reading, fascinating. You've got to try that. And we have a great place for you to read. That's Reading Corner. You can certainly find great books for yourself. Okay? 那如果说你看到这一段这个活动还没结束，那请你赶快去参加。每个学期都有2次这种书籍的导读活动。好像通常上学期做的是 Newbery 介绍那个 Newbery Honor Books and Newbery winner books. Okay, Newbery is an award for best young adult literature. Okay, so this one, Cultural Express. And you can also see today is English Cafe, the second time for English Cafe. 所以 English Cafe 那什么时候会进行？这边通通都很清楚哈。So please, because again, you're very lucky. We have so many activities going on every day, and so suppose you don't know which activity is going on, you might want to come here, come this way, come here, and click the calendar, and you get to see what's happening, what's going on. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today's class, and don't forget to begin to practice your listening and speaking, and begin to use movies or TV series to practice and learn English. Okay, thank you so much. Goodbye.